Welcome to Deep Look, Ultiworld's weekly podcast about the current state of Ultimate. I'm senior editor Keith Rayner. Usually I'm joined live by our editor Charlie Eisenhood as my co-host, and usually he's doing this intro, but he's actually in Portimao for the World Beach Ultimate Championships this week. So we are going to have a special show. We are not live today. It is, as you're seeing this broadcast, Tuesday, November 18th. We are instead going to share with you some other content that we've got going on. Primarily, we'll be talking with newly crowned USA Ultimate Club champion and someone pursuing a Division I men's college championship, Raekwon Adkins from San Francisco Revolver. We'll talk with him. He is also playing at the World Beach Ultimate Championships, which is why we ended up recording this interview. But a great chance to hear from him about the club season that he just had and winning the title with Revolver, about playing on the Beach Ultimate Championships, as well as the upcoming college season with Oregon Ego, talking in the men's division. So we are going to bring that to you in just a moment. Now let's get to our trivia question of the week. All right, it's awards week here at Ultiworld, so I hope you're enjoying or excited for the awards content. Wanted to take a trip back in the time machine, back to the first set of full club awards. This is 2016. Who were the breakout players of the year in each club division in 2016? Take a second to think about who might be those breakout players, who is new on the scene back in 2016 in Club Men's, Club Mixed, and Club Women's. Meanwhile, over at Break Market, do you need to stock up for your team or just upgrade your gear? Then you need to check out our sponsor, Breakmark. They offer great gear bundles to save you money, and be sure to follow them on Instagram so you can enter their weekly giveaways. They've been adding awesome new products lately, like their tights. They've got crop tops, sleeveless hoodies. Plus, they've dropped the price of their jerseys down from $60 to $35. That's a nice cut. And this price is only locked in through the end of the year. So visit breakmark.com to make sure you get that before it's gone. All right, our breakout players of the year back in 2016, the first year that we did a full slate of club awards. We'd done all club starting in 2013. But we didn't actually give out these other awards until 2016. In Club Men's, in that division, it's Malcolm Bryson from Furious George. Club Mixed division, Gina Schumacher from San Francisco Mischief. And in the Women's division, Kate Travaglini from Phoenix. How do you think we did? How did you do on the trivia question? How do you think we did? Do we pick players that felt like they went on to be stars in Ultimate? What do you think? Let me know what you think if we managed to get those breakout players right. The big news going on this week is the World Beach Ultimate Championships. Make sure you're checking out our live coverage. We are streaming every country that's playing in the Prime divisions. We've got every final from every division, including some of the Masters division. So be sure to check that out on ultiworld.com. Get a subscription or an event pack so you can take it in. And even if you're not doing that, we have some free games on YouTube that you can watch. So make sure you subscribe so you get access to the YouTube videos. You know when those games are going on. And then give us a thumbs up while you're here because it helps us out a big amount. So we appreciate the support. Next up, our interview with San Francisco Revolver's Raekwon Adkins. You're watching Deep Look.
Joining us now on Deep Look is Raekwon Adkins, who just won a club championship with San Francisco Revolver. Raekwon, congratulations. Welcome to the program.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Well, thanks so much for coming on. What a year it was for Revolver. And I mean, I want to ask you some questions about college Ultimate stuff too, but let's start there. Just one loss on the season, and an amazing run through nationals, big wins in the bracket. Of course, 15-10 over Machine in the finals. What was this season like from your vantage point as a relatively new member of this Revolver team that has so much history and becomes the first team to win again in almost 10 years?
I mean, starting from last year after our semis run and losing to Pony, we knew that this year could be special, and we wanted to build off of what we started last year. And coming into the season, specifically with the regular season, we wanted to have a mindset of just like always improving and always getting better. And if wins come with that, that's awesome. But our goal was always to come to national and peak then. And everything came together at the right time. So like credit to our regular season. It was like I'm super privileged to be on a team that was able to get the Triple Crown. But the regular season, we really treated it as like, hey, we're trying to improve game by game, improve on our offensive strategies, improve on our defensive strategies, and then hopefully come to nationals with the structure and the idea and belief that we can get it all done. And it was super sick to get it done and have it happen.
When did you have a sense that this team was like good enough to be a championship team? Like, was it from day one because of the success you had last year and all the young players, or did you feel like you had to prove it, or was it in doubt until the last moment? Like, how did you feel about that?
Honestly, like coming into the team last year and coming into the team this year, I believe we could be a championship team from day one. I think we just had to find the belief to know we could do it and the humility to know that it's not going to be easy, and that every practice, every game, every off day, we have to put in the work to get it done. And we did do that. And I was super proud of the work we put in throughout the season. But yeah, I definitely had that belief from the jump coming into Revolver and watching Revolver as a kid when I was in middle school and high school. I knew that this was a team that could always come into nationals and get it done on the stage.
At nationals, it's often said, you got to get better during the tournament in order to win. Do you feel like that happened? And was there a certain point in the weekend where it really felt like things were clicking, or would you say it was more of a continuation of the regular season, I guess?
I would say it's both. I mean, in our first pool play game against Sockeye, we were down to start the game, and things weren't clicking with the D-line and the O-line fully. And then we play our second game. We do a great job there. We take care of business. And it really felt like in that Machine game where we went up and then we faced a little bit of adversity with them coming back with a few breaks, and we're able to finish the job there. I kind of felt like, we faced a little adversity in the bracket with that game. And I think, in pool play in that game. And I always think that facing a good team early in pool play can really help your bracket run. And I believe that after that game, I was really confident in what we could accomplish in the bracket. And I think that was the moment as a team we all came together and were like, let's get this done.
You also got to catch the game winner. It was like one of the best highlights of the game. We gave Mac a hard time for saying like the worst throw he throws all game, and it's the game winner. I mean, what's going through your mind as he throws that backside fade, and you see, you got a former World Games player closing in on you?
Yeah.
What's going through your head?
I mean, to be honest, at first I was kind of like, dang, Mac is really trying to kill me with this pass. But I also was like, at the same time, I was like, I got to bring this down. It's time to put them to bed. So that was really my mindset. I'm just wanted to compete and get the catch done. And I was happy I got to hit my little celebration after. Being a Bay Area native is fun to hit the Steph night for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty sick. What would you say was your role on the team? Like, like, how do the coaching staff and the captains talk to you about what your role is?
Yeah, I mean, I've always been a player who's been able to win with their legs super well and attack dynamically in that way. Like, I'm someone who can get stuck in the backfield and keep the ball moving, or I can be someone that downfield, either playing small ball offense or winning vertical cuts super well. So like my role was like always attack and win with my legs. So like if I have a matchup advantage and I'm in the flow of the game, like to take over a little bit and do that. But also like if someone else is on the field is playing super well, I can take a step back. Like our Revolver offense this year really was like 9 people deep, and we wanted everyone on the team to play within that. So like in moments where I was winning with my legs and attacking my matchup super well, it was my opportunity to step up a little bit and get more touches. But if Adam Reese or Walker Frankenberg is in a great situation on the field, I can take a step back and back up and know that they're in the kitchen right now and it's their job to cook a little bit. So like role wise, it really just switched game to game, and it was really just like within the flow of the offense and like what was going on, honestly.
We talked about in the office, like what is this Revolver team's strength? Like, is it their O line, the way they maintain possession? Is it the D line, how aggressive they are? Is it the D line's offense? Like, what is it that makes this team so good? I want to know, in your opinion, who's winning, O line or D line? Like, who's the true front foot of this Revolver team?
I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, I think that it's the O line's job to just hold, and it's the D line's job to win the game. So I'm always going to shout out Big Bro and the D line, and I'm going to give them the upper hand just out of respect for what they did this season. Like they get broken or whatever, and then they get like 3 in a row. I think that's pretty special, and having a line like that is like really hard to ask for, and they performed every step of the way. That being said, we're going to give them a good game.
I hope Malika hears this IHD right here. This is some H and IHD right here.
I mean, gotta shout out Big Bro, the D line for sure.
So, are you? Let's see. It's November, so you're up at school already. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm in Eugene, Oregon right now. Yep.
How's? Did you play this past weekend at OFudge?
Yes. Yeah. Right, so we just had OFudge this weekend. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so OFudge is a home tournament we host every year. It's really special to us because it's our alumni weekend. So all the alumni from the past get to come out. Dylan Freechild, DeAndre Haller, Colby Chuck. So all the guys get to come out, especially all the Rhino guys. And on Friday night, we get to link up with them a little bit. And we have a little alumni game against them on Saturday, which is super special. This year, the score was 15-11. They pulled up to play this year. Sometimes I have a little fun before, but this year they pulled up right when the warm-up started, and we had a really good game. And all the opposing teams come to watch that night at the local high school, and the sidelines are filled with a bunch of people. And it's really just a great opportunity for our freshmen to meet our alumni, for us to reconnect with our alumni, and to also have a practice tournament against some pretty good teams. Like we got to play OSU in semifinals, which is really nice, and we get to run some even lines and let everyone on the team have an opportunity to show what's up, and B, just like improve as players and work on our systems.
Well, you guys lose to Colorado last year in the bracket at Nationals, 15-12. Obviously, you're going to be a very strong team once again this season. How do you get over the hump? And we just saw Cut and Colorado out in the CCC final out east. Facing off. So what's it going to take to take down a title this year in college?
That's a good question. I mean, I think it just comes from sort of what I was talking about with Revolver earlier, like the belief that we can get it done, but having the humility to know that we're going to have to put in the work every single day, whether it's a practice, whether it's a pod, whether it's a lift, and like keep on pushing the envelope forward, put in the work. Like it's not going to be handed to us. Like we have the top end to get it done. We have the depth to get it done. And I believe we have the confidence to get it done, but it just comes with like having the mindset that we can put in the work to get it done. So obviously I don't know what's going to happen into the future, but I do have a strong belief that if all the pieces come together at the right time, that we can definitely put it together a great bracket run this upcoming nationals and hopefully get the job done for all the alumni that have put into the work into this program and for the current players who are putting in the work right now.
I mean, you're playing in so many different environments these days, right? Like, I mean, you played in the UFA, you played U24s, you're about to go to beach. We'll talk more about that, but you're headed to Beach Worlds tomorrow. You obviously win with Revolver. You've got this college thing going on. You're a captain this year with Ego. Like, how do you balance bringing in what you're learning from these other coaches and other environments and players you're playing with the already installed ideas and real character that comes from Ego? Like, how do you balance bringing in something new and keeping what you like from the previous years?
I think that's honestly something I'm still learning right now. I mean, I think going team to team, I try to keep an open mindset and embrace the culture, strategy, and mentality that team has, but also just bringing like the stuff I've learned from previous teams into my play style as well. Like, before the call, we kind of talked about my youth scene a little bit and how I like to play a lot of small ball. And like, I think I'm able to implement that onto a lot of the teams I play, even though that's not necessarily the primary strategy for every team I've been a part of. But honestly, I think as a new captain this year, I'm still learning how to integrate strategy from Revolver, learning strategy from Rhino that's implemented onto Ego and all that. Like, it's still something I'm learning how to do right now as a young player. So it's definitely been a privilege to be able to have such a deep playbook already offered to me and trying to stretch that out to other programs to play on.
Is there any chance you're going to play with Rhino in this upcoming club season or the following one?
I mean, I obviously don't know yet, but I've always been a hometown kid. So I think at the moment, I think I'd like to go to Club Worlds and stick with my moons.
Of course.
But I mean, life is long, so I guess anything can happen. And it's a fair question. I get asked that a lot, especially by the Rhino guys, but I honestly don't know what's going to happen yet, but I think my mind is leaning towards being home still and having the opportunity to play with my hometown heroes like Eli Kern, Simon Higgins, Adam Reese, and like keep on growing what we've already started. But like that being said, I also feel like I'm able to learn a lot from the Rhino guys up here. I see them a lot. They come to our practices and our tournaments, and I'm able to like still get some of that Rhino experience up here with Ego, which is still pretty cool and special to me. But yeah, right now I think I'm staying on Revolver for the moment. Yeah.
Well, we mentioned earlier that you're headed to Beach Worlds. I think tomorrow, or not by the time this comes out, you've already left.
Yeah. Tomorrow afternoon.
What do you think? Are you better on the beach than on grass? Are you better on grass? Which side's your better side?
Well, I'd probably say grass just because I play more grass, and I think I enjoy playing grass more probably. But ever since I was young, like 13, I live in Alameda, California, and there's beach pickup like 5 blocks away from my house that I'd go to every Wednesday and Sunday. So I've just gotten to play a lot of beach ultimate Frisbee growing up. And Bay Area, Bata used to be the name, now Booyah, hosts 2 beach tournaments throughout the high school season and middle school season. And I would go to those with my Alameda team and get to compete there as well. So I think I'm better at grass, but I think I definitely have a beach advantage for sure over a lot of people just because I've played so much beach growing up compared to other people who haven't. But I'll stick with the turf and the grass for sure.
How you feeling about the team?
I feel like super confident in the team, and I feel super honored and privileged to be on this team. I mean, I'm playing with a lot of legends of the game, and I just want to learn as much as I can from them and also just get to know them as people. Like our first few training camps, I came in, I don't necessarily know as shy, but like I didn't know any of the guys on the team. And I was a little nervous to see like where I actually am at outside of a tryout setting competing with these guys. But like all of them embraced me instantly and started acting goofy with me instantly. And it got me to really open up as a person in that environment. So that was super sick. But I definitely am confident in what this team can accomplish. I mean, I've watched a lot of film from last cycle and seen what that's all about, and I'm super excited to get this cycle going and see what this team can do in a couple of days.
What skills do you think are like the most important for beach? As you know, if you're talking to people who like have never played beach before, all they played is on grass. Like, what are you talking about to them that they need to know to be successful in beach?
I think the first thing people understand is how hard it is to lead a pass on beach. So I'd say like pinpoint accuracy with your throwing. Like at tryouts, for example, like most of the turns came from people overshooting hucks, overthrowing it under, trying to lead someone super far, and it just dies down and someone can't catch up with it. I'd say cutting wise, you can't break down your cuts and make a huge move in the lane. It's kind of like jab and go, because on the sand, you obviously can't break down into a move and juke someone. And defensively, I'd say you have to play tighter. So you can't rely on poaches and sags in the lanes, and like the defensive strategy is completely different. And it's honestly still being figured out right now. I think like Beach Ultimate at this level is still pretty new. So like specifically on defense, I think strategy is really still being found out in like what works best and what doesn't work best. But as a player, I've definitely noticed that the skills you need on the beach require you to play tighter defense. You need to, you need to play tighter defense. You need to contest unders better. You can't sag into lanes. Help defense is way more difficult because the catch-up speed is different. And offensively, I think it's more like one move and go, and you can't lead your passes as much. Or like the three simple things I would say strategy-wise that I definitely think are important for Beach Ultimate that are not as prominent and on the grass.
Well, you've surely accomplished a lot at, as a sophomore in college. Like it's you've done so much already. What do you want to do in your ultimate career? Like, are there things on your list that you want to accomplish? You've already checked off more than many will in their entire ultimate career. So curious what you are hoping to do, over the next 10, 15 years.
I mean, I just love to compete and love to play. Me and Dan on Revolver talk to each other a lot, and we're always like, we want to get 4 together. We want to get 4. Let's bring 4 back to the day. So like, I think right now my mindset is just to keep on continuing to play at a high level and win at a high level. I think obviously making the World Games team is the ultimate goal of every player who plays, I think, at a high level. So I'd be honored to play on that stage for sure. And I think that's something I want to accomplish. But outside of that, I just want to keep on playing at the level I'm at and hopefully keep on winning and growing as a player and as a leader. Like, I think if I can become a better leader and inspire others to also be better leaders and better players, I think I'd be able to retire in hopefully like 15 years. So hopefully not retire for a long time, but retire like knowing that I left an impression on the game to inspire others to be better people and be better players.
That's very, very admirable. And it's funny you mentioned the World Games, because I think that there's a sense in the fandom that there's kind of a new generation of players that are like ready to come up and, really become at the forefront of male matching player, the part of the division, so we're, you have some teammates like Micah Glass and you, and then we're seeing like Ben Dameron, Toby Brooks. It's a long list. Like there's a bunch of guys, Dex Clyburn. I mean, is that something you guys are talking about? Like, do you feel that there's this young group of players that have really come up that seem like they're on a trajectory to be really the best of the best right now?
Yeah, I mean, we definitely noticed a shift, and I've talked to a few of them about the shift, and I think that's how the sport's supposed to go. Like, it's always going to keep on developing. Like, as you can see from the way we play way different than the older generation. Like, I think we play quicker style offenses. I think our huck decisions are different. I think the way we play defense is different. So I definitely think that we noticed a natural shift in who's going to be on these teams in the future, and we definitely do talk about it slightly, especially like the people I'm closer with, like Dexter, Micah, and all the guys I've consistently played with. I've definitely had little conversations about it with them for sure.
Awesome. Well, congratulations once again on taking down a club title, and wish you luck in the upcoming college season. It's going to be a blast. And thanks so much for making time for us.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for having me.
All right. Raekwon Adkins with us here on Deep Look. We'll take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Thank you to Raekwon Adkins for joining us here on the show. Appreciate it, and awesome to talk to him. Hope he's doing well out in Portimao at the World Beach Ultimate Championships, and hope you're doing well, enjoying your week and enjoying the coverage of the World Beach Ultimate Championships. We're going to cut it out here. We're going to keep it short, and a programming note that we will be off for the holiday next week. So no live episode next week, but keep an eye out for Charlie and I's return the week following that. Also should have some a sub bonus, a deep look going out the back later this week. So keep an eye on your feed as we get that sub bonus to you. And if you want to hang out with us live in the Discord while we're recording that, come through and chat. We will tag folks in the Discord when that is going live. Otherwise, appreciate you joining us, and we'll catch you here in 2 weeks on Deep Look.